hour, we have been looking at the business of partying, but how do you get home safely after an amazing night out? Well, here is a sobering fact for you. By the end of this story, another person will die in a drunk driving crash. Last year, just under 10,000 people were killed in drunk driving collisions, which works out to about 1 every 53 minutes. The numbers are staggering. Taxis and designated drivers can cut down on drunk driving deaths, but those aren't the only options to get you and your car safely home. Bill Slagle from Designated Driver Alternative joins me now to give us kind of an insight into his business. Bill, it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
This is such an important service. We want people to celebrate safely. How important is it in your eyes that they get home safely, and do they plan ahead? What do you see?
It's very important because so many people we see in the bars nightly or weekly or for special parties that, residences and so forth, they don't think about getting home until the party's over, and they've got to figure out, am I going to drive my car home or not?
You were telling me during the break, usually get calls during the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning from the bars. And some of the people who have been there, do people plan ahead, though, on, let's say, New Year's Eve and call you beforehand?
Well, a lot of people do. Our phone has been ringing a lot the last week or two, people asking if they can make a reservation, which they can on our website. And we also call them on New Year's Eve to allow plenty of time. Usually the response time may be 20 to 30 minutes. We're telling them on New Year's Eve, plan on, at least an hour or so, but plan ahead.
The numbers are staggering, people who lose their lives in drunk driving accidents. Just recently, as you know, the Dallas Cowboys' Josh Brent indicted on intoxication manslaughter charges. His friend Jerry Brown sadly died. It just takes one bad decision and not making that call to get home safely. Why do you think this occurs? Is that people think, I'm okay to drive, it's just a short distance?
I'm sure there's a lot of reasons. It's, primarily it's got to be just not thinking it through. They're in the habit of driving themselves home, and after a few drinks, they may think they're okay, or they think, well, I could make it, but it only takes one time to change your life and possibly the lives of many others.
Yeah, the alcohol can cloud your decision making. You've received text messages the next day and on your website. What do people say to you when they are home safely?
Oh, we get all kind of messages. Just thank you so much for getting us home safe. Your service is excellent. What a great idea. It's great to wake up and have my car in my driveway instead of having to go retrieve the car the next day.
Yeah.
We get a lot of very appreciative people, including the bars and restaurants and staff.
Yeah, the smart decisions can save a life. Bill Slagle, thanks so much. Designated Driver Alternative is your company. You're doing a great thing. Good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Good to be here.
Well, some other options out there to avoid driving drunk. Many AAA clubs offer a free tow on New Year's Eve, and you don't need to be a member on New Year's Eve. Apps like Steer Clear, that's steer with an A, use your phone's GPS to hook you with a designated driver team. They do that as well. And if you're not sure how drunk you are, believe it or not, there's an app for that. Breathalyzers. Is that what it's called? Look closely into your eyes to get an estimate of your blood alcohol content. Oh, it's called Breathalyze. Now, it's almost New Year's, which made us reflect over the past year. Tomorrow on Making It America, we take a look back at hot trends from the past year, like bartending and crowdfunding, and we revisit some memorable guests, like the mom who turned a tough situation into a dream job. Check that out.